Hi, this is James with Thermal Battery Systems. Wanted to do a quick preview on the controller that we've developed that is a plug-and-play controller for a thermal battery system multi-source heat pump. The particular configuration of this system is as shown here, and the control has been configured to drive this system based on putting the temperature sensors in the locations that the key has named them, and then there's their little numbers around the drawing that shows where they would go. All the installer needs to do is essentially plug the control in and turn it on, and it will drive that system. This is the primary control and data logger here. It's daisy chained into this relay output module here, and then these hubs are all receiving the temperature sensors. Now we have a number of temperature sensors on there that are actually not included in the control sequence that drives the system, but they're for more informational purposes. So I've just basically been testing this. Got a glass of hot water and cold water there. I have my various temperature sensors with the labels on them. T1, so again that would correspond with the transfer tank, and the system knows where all those devices are, so it doesn't matter where they happen to be plugged in at on any of those hubs. You could unplug them and plug them in any manner, and this system will recognize the device based on its serial number. They all come with their own serial number tags. Everything plugs in, it identifies and corresponds the device with where it's supposed to be on the drawing, and it drives these three circuits, this circuit, and this one based on the script that we've written into it. It'll do that right out of the box whether it's online or not. It's driving these relays through the Taco box, so should there ever become a problem with the control, or should a service tech show up that doesn't know anything about how to access the control or adjust anything, it can be jumped on right out of the Taco relay box. Right now it is online through this wireless Wi-Fi bridge that I have running off of my cell phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So I'm communicating and able to turn on and communicate with the system through the Wi-Fi running off of my cell phone. So right now, as you can see, all the temperature sensors have been fairly consistent because it's just indoors. It doesn't have really anything actually going on with it. But there's various screens we can check the status of the status of the system, and it'll tell me what's all going on with the various temperature sensors and whether or not we're operational on, as you can see right there, we've got the status of each of the pumps. So we're able to log all that, and it's just incredible that it can do that right out of the box. There's absolutely nothing that needs to be figured out for the installer. There are things that can be adjusted, but you don't have to configure the control. It's already been configured based on what your system will have in it. And most thermal battery systems have these primary circuits, and we have a specific reason for piping them the way that we do. Particularly, let's look at this B circuit. Notice we're pulling off of a transfer tank, we're running through a heat pump, and then we're going out through, in this case, a pair of parallel 2-ton pods. And that's to keep things as standardized as they originally are with a ground source heat pump system. Normally we would pull off of a flow center, push through a heat pump, and go out to a ground loop. In this case, we're going through the batteries. Then we're running the earth loop through its own circuit. And so obviously there's various reasons why these circuits would need to turn on and turn off. So there's obviously, if the heat pump runs, we need to be running circuit B. And normally that circuit B is just running off of the primary contactor in the heat pump. And in this case, it is able to do that, but it's doing it. There's other reasons why it would need to run also. So all of the reasons why it would need to run, and all of the reasons why all the other circuits would need to run, have been configured in the control ahead of time. You just simply wire the relay outputs there right into this box, plug everything in, turn it on. So just a brief preview. I'll be doing more of these later on, and I can get more detail. And also in the future, these things will be put in boxes. Right now, these are just obviously just screwed to the wall of my demo board here as I test various things. But when they go into the field, we'll be putting the controls into boxes and keeping everything nice and clean and going from there. So this is James with Thermal Battery Systems. Thanks for watching.